I don't watch a lot of TV. Here is an exhaustive list of all the shows that I watch regularly when they come on. University Challenge, Only Connect, Pointless if I catch it, The Great British Bake Off. I just really like quiz shows apparently. But Bake Off is coming back. Starts next Tuesday, which is the 28th of August, and they've just released information on all the new contestants. So I'm going to review all the contestants of this year's Bake Off before I even see them do anything, and with one line of information on all of them. Never judge a book by its cover, but always judge a baker. I think that's how that saying goes. Let's get started. I'm so sorry if one of these is you. Okay, first up, it's John, who is a blood courier. He's 47, father of 4 from Newport in Wales. He likes to bake after a long day at work and says he'll be trying lots of experimental techniques in the bake-off tent. He's a dad, and parents tend to do fairly well on bake-off. They've got a lot of patience. Last year we had Stacey, who got to the last 4. I don't think she made the final, but I think she got last 4. And whenever she baked something, she was like, this is something that I bake for my kids. And John's gonna be like that this year. When it says he's gonna try a lot of experimental techniques, that's a weird one. I'm not sure what this could entail. He could end up just doing some weird stuff and going out in the first week, because that happens a lot. Second is Kim Joy. She is 27, was born in Belgium but now lives in Leeds and works as a mental health specialist. She has an English father and Malaysian Chinese mother, and says this is reflected in her baking. So from the description, and just from looking at her picture, she's going to be a sickeningly nice person. If she starts doing really well every week, you'll be like, oh, Kim Joy, she does too well. But then she'll say something really lovely in the interview bit. You'll be like, oh, I can't stay mad, she's too nice. That's exactly the kind of person she's gonna be. She's gonna be just incredibly nice. She's gonna get on with everyone. When she finishes making her 5-tier ridiculous cake, she'll be like, oh, does anyone need a hand? And you'll be like, oh, she's so nice. Rahul is a 30-year-old research scientist, was born in India and moved to the UK 7 years ago on a university scholarship. He says he has an East meets West style of baking. Rahul, he's gonna be a fan favourite. Everyone is gonna love him because, have you seen the jumper he's wearing? He's gonna be adorable. He's just gonna be so lovely. He's gonna have some interesting flavours. Kind of baker who's gonna make Paul go, ooh, that's an interesting taste combination. Let's see how that works out. And then he's gonna be blown away when he eats it. Oh, I never would have known. I don't know why that's my Paul Hollywood voice. He sounds nothing like that. So what are you baking for us today, Rahul? That's not what he sounds like. I need to work on my Paul Hollywood. Rahul's going to be really nice. Everyone's going to love him. He's going to be a fan favourite. Everyone's going to be devastated when he goes out in week 7 because his baklava was not good enough. Banker Anthony, 30, also grew up in India and learned to bake there with his father. He now lives in London and describes himself as a Bollywood baker. We've found the fan favourites. Anyone who describes themselves as a Bollywood baker is going to be so much fun. He's going to be so good. Again, he's going to go for the weird taste combinations that Paul Hollywood won't be expecting. He's going to get on really well with Sandy and Noel, and he's going to be pretty chill. Nothing's going to faze him. He's going to be relaxed all the time. Hey, go with the flow. I'm the Bollywood baker. Karen, 60, works as a in-store sampling assistant and got into baking when she owned a house in France. Ooh. The West Yorkshire-based baker says her daughters encouraged her to go on the show. Hard to predict how well she's going to do. She's going to be nice. Everyone on Bake Off's so nice. Bake Off's just the nicest show on TV. I think she might panic a bit on TV if it says her daughters encouraged her to go on the show. She wasn't planning on doing this. She'll whip out the old family recipes. This is an old-timey recipe that I used to make with my mum. And everyone will be like, oh. Also, look at her glasses. Those are ridiculous. I love them. Project manager Ruby, 29, grew up in an Indian family and lives in London. She often makes sweet treats like cakes and pastries for her friends and family. Another person of Indian heritage, possibly another chance for Paul to be confused by the flavours they're using. I think she might be like the new Liam. Like Liam honed his baking by like making stuff for his friends at uni, and I feel like Ruby could be similar. I feel like maybe she's gonna be like a Liam Candace hybrid. Luke, 30, is both a civil servant and a house and techno DJ, hailing from Sheffield. Woo! Sheffield represent. He says he has baked since he was 10, so he will be bringing some experience to the Bake Off 10. Maybe he's gonna just be the try-hard of the season. He's just gonna be so good at everything that it's annoying. He'll still be nice as a house and techno DJ. He's gonna have some interesting stories, I think. I'm predicting he's going to do very well, and at some point in the season, Noel is going to come up to him and be like, start like making techno noises at him, just to annoy him. Or maybe he'll be into it, I don't know. Mano, 26, is a software project manager who hopes to bring her French heritage to her bakes and flavours from her worldwide travels. She says Bake Off was one of the first shows she watched when she moved to the UK. She's gonna be the new Julia. Julia was on last season. She was originally from Russia, and everything she did was adorable. She was really lovely. She was my favourite. She had a lot of good bakes. There'll be a lot of fun moments with her. Maybe none so iconic as the snail that Julia made, but we can dream. Full-time parent Bryony from Bristol is also one of this year's contestants, and the 33-year-old says she had learnt all her techniques from YouTube tutorials. Woo, YouTube! Not giving a lot away here with Bryony's description. Maybe she's going to be the dark horse of the season, giving nothing away. I predict she's got some secret techniques up her sleeve. She just don't want to reveal them, and she'll always do quite well. But she won't be like right at the top. She won't be right at the bottom either. And then in the later weeks, she's just gonna blitz it and destroy everyone. Countryside Recreation Officer Imelda, 33, from County Tyrone in Northern Ireland, is also part of the lineup. Was taught to cook and bake by her mother. So she's gonna always bring a recipe with a story. She's gonna be like, oh, this is the recipe my mother and I baked for my grandma's 70th birthday, and it always reminds me of that. And she'll do this for every bake, and she'll just have so many recipes just up her sleeve. She's gonna bring a new one every time, and she'll be like, yep, I've got a story for this as well. How do you have so many baking related stories? And she'll just have them. Terry, 56, from the West Midlands, is a retired air steward who'll be bringing products from his own microbrewery and allotment to the competition, in the hope of them giving him a winning edge. So it's cool that he's bringing all his own stuff to the competition. I don't want to invoke the Bake Off trope. It seems like every season that the sweet old guy goes out very early. I feel like he might just have a slip up, like in one of the early challenges, and that'll be it for Terry, 56, from the West Midlands. Obviously don't hope he goes out early. It seems to be a trend in Bake Off. And finally, rounding off the Baker's Dozen, it's Dan, 36, from London. He's a full-time parent and says he is taking part in the show to get a bit of time to himself after looking after his children for the last 6 years. So Dan's another parent. He's going to be baking a lot of stuff that he makes for his kids. He's going to be like, this is going to be something that my sons love. Or they always ask me to make this lovely brioche. I don't know. Very middle class bake for me to pick. Maybe I should just like predict the exact order they're all gonna go out. Yeah, let me just do that quickly. Okay, so I've written down a prediction of when everyone's gonna go out and who's going to win eventually. It's completely random, if I'm gonna be honest. Because you can't know anything from like one line of text and a picture of them. Okay, so in the first week, Terry's gonna go out, then John, then Imelda, then Dan, Anthony, Ruby, Bryony, Manon, Karen, and then Luke is gonna win overall. Doing it for the DJs. Maybe I can talk more about Bake Off when it actually happens, instead of a video that is entirely speculation based on nothing. I think the thing to take away here, whoever does well, it's just gonna be a lovely show to watch. Everyone should watch Bake Off. It's the nicest show on television. I'm really excited for it. I love Bake Off. I'll see you next time when I'll probably talk about a movie or something. You know, like the channel's for. Bye.